Good morning. It's July 7th, day 54 on the PCT. No bears found me or my food last night. No chipmunks or deer or anything, so that was good. I tried to stay away from the established campground for that reason, and it seems like it worked out. I woke up this morning though, and my calf felt even tighter than last night though. So, taking it nice and easy into town. Luckily, this is probably the easiest terrain we've had since Lassen State or National Park, probably, because we're just going downhill. It's only relatively steep for like 5 miles, and then we've got another 13 miles that are really like pretty much flat, and 6 of those miles are going to be a road walk. So real easy terrain. I'm just going to take it slow and try and warm up my calf a little bit, and hopefully once it gets warm, like a soreness from running, it'll not be as bad as first thing in the morning. I'm pretty sure we got some edible berries here, but I don't know if I want to try it. But they're all over around here. I'm going to wait till I find some that are perfectly ripe. Then maybe it'll be easier to identify. Yeah, I think they're blackberries. And some people wrote on gut hooks that there were blackberries in this area. But I don't know for sure, so I'm going to pass. Yeah, we're going to be road walking the rest of the way, but that's alright. It's really easy hiking, and my calf has started to warm up since leaving camp, so it doesn't feel as bad, and I'm alright with the easy terrain to give it a little bit more of a rest before heading back out of town, most likely later tonight. This is today's 11 o'clock view. You too, buddy. You too. Alright, so we got an update on the fire. It's pretty close to Ashland. Once we cross the road that we would hitch into Ashland on, which is I-5, there's a closure for 13 miles or something like that from there. The fire's still active, 5% contained, but I'm going to hike on anyways, because that's like almost 60 miles away by trail at this point, so I don't see any reason to hitch ahead from here. If I have to make a decision later on that it feels unsafe to continue hiking, then I can make that decision then, but at this point, we're nowhere near the fire. So there have been a couple of hikers in town here who I've seen hitch out already going to Ashland. That's not what I want to do. And I looked at the map for when we start getting close to there. There's a lot of roads to bail out on if that's necessary, and there's actually a pretty decent workaround on roads that goes around the closure for once we get there. So if nothing changes by the time we get there, I've already got a plan for how to walk around it. So yeah, that's what we're gonna do for now. It's about 2 o'clock now. I'm gonna hike out. There's another hiker I met here named Einstein, so we'll hike out together, at least for this first climb out of town. Hoping to make it as close to 20 miles as I can get, because then that would put me close enough to Ashland where I can get there tomorrow night. Maybe not in daylight, So if I get there when it's dark, I won't really be able to hitch into town or anything. But the sooner I get to Ashland, the better. Oh, and something cool I realized too, I checked my miles per day since Truckee, and it's 40.5 miles per day, including everything, like resupply stops and all that. And then I looked up what the self-supported FKT was for the PCT, and it's like 65.5 days, which is 40.5 miles per day, which was just unreal to me when I realized that for the past couple of weeks I've been going at the pace you would need to go to set an FKT on this trail, and like that hasn't been my goal at all. I've just been walking. So kind of unreal to figure that out. I don't know how long it'll keep up, but yeah, that makes me kind of proud, I guess. So there's a helicopter right over there. Two, actually. No, it's one holding water. And there's smoke over there. And that's not where the fire was supposed to be. So this is probably a new fire. And the trail goes like right over there. Yeah, they're dumping water right now. Gonna hike a little further, see what's going on. So that's the PCT running on that ridge. The trail is literally terminating where they're dropping water. So we're just sitting here watching them dump water on this fire because there's nothing else for us to really do. We're probably going to have to hike back down because they've dumped a lot of water on that and there's still the same amount of smoke. And that is literally on the trail. There's probably flames on the trail 2 or 3 miles ahead right now. So we're probably going to have to turn around. There's a trail over there that leads down this valley to a road that goes back to town, or we can just go back this way. But for now it looks like there's no going this way today. Alright, Mom, you'll be happy to hear I'm turning around. We've been watching this fire for a little bit. The last helicopter to dump water on that, we could see their shadow on the ridge there. So yeah, the fire is right there. It's probably like within 50 feet of that ridge. So we're going to turn around before we see the fire. Leave it at just smoke for now. We're going back down the PCT, hoping that the road will, or the fire will be put out by tomorrow, because it still looks pretty small. And then we can get a hitch up that road that goes over there, maybe hike up this trail, and hike back here to connect the footsteps and keep going. But that depends on what happens to this thing over the next couple hours, and we don't want to hang around to find out. Back down this huge climb that we just did. So I'm back in Syed Valley. That was a super bummer to have to walk back down that hill again. It's like a 4,500 foot climb, I think. 12.6 miles round trip that meant nothing, and we got back down here, and I guess the fire ranger was in town, and he talked to some of the other hikers and said that was a small fire, it's under control, we had the helicopters on it, and then we sent 3 guys down just to mop it up, but it's no problem, hike out tomorrow, no big deal. So we could have stayed up there apparently, but from what we saw it looked like it was going to be impassable. I mean, the fire was on the trail. We'll probably see evidence of it tomorrow, or actually we may not, because we were thinking of taking a connecting road that goes past where we saw the fire, just in case it's still an issue. We won't have to walk up and then down the hill again unnecessarily twice. So we're thinking of doing the road tomorrow, Einstein and I hiking out again together. But haven't decided for sure yet. For now we're at Syad Valley. There's an RV park here. Got to pay to camp, but I got a shower, so that was nice. Got back into town just before the general store closed for the night, so some good things did come of it, but definitely bummed that I did all that hiking for no gain. Now I'm going to have to hike out again tomorrow, climb that same hill again, and now I'm behind schedule. Well, I mean, the schedule's loose, but I'm a half day behind where I would have been otherwise. But just roll with it.